The Tao of Self-Confidence, Episode 737. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits. Well, hello, friend. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Sheena Yap Chan, and today I have an amazing lady on the show today. She is an executive and leadership coach for women in the shipping industry, and I'm really excited to have her on and share her story with us today on self-confidence. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Kate Bollanou. Kate, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more about yourself to the listeners.
Yes, sure. Hi, Sheena. Thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute pleasure. So, as you said, I'm an executive and leadership coach, and I specifically work with women in the shipping industry. This started when I was also working in the shipping industry as a shipbroker here in England, and I faced a lot of obstacles. Shipping is a male-dominated industry, so as a young woman living abroad, it was quite challenging. So it was a long journey, but that was my beginning.
Thanks for sharing that. And Kate, what's your cultural background?
I'm half Greek and half Filipino, and I was born and raised in Greece. So my Filipino mother and my Greek father are still in Greece, although they travel a lot to the Philippines.
Thanks for sharing that. And what'd be your favorite self-confidence quote?
I love the one that Sheryl Sandberg says, that I wish every girl who's told she's bossy to be told instead that she has leadership skills.
Thanks for sharing that great quote. And in your own words, how would you define self-confidence?
I believe self-confidence is believing in yourself and in your ability to figure things out, even if situations are challenging. Believing that you're worth of success and that you have everything it takes to succeed.
Thanks for sharing that great definition. And Kate, what was your life like before your discovery of self-confidence?
Well, it was quite challenging because I kept on doubting myself, and I came across a term which is called the imposter syndrome. And I'm sure a lot of women will resonate with this, feeling like a fraud, feeling like I didn't belong. And no matter how many years of experience I had in a specific subject, and no matter how many certificates or degrees I had, deep inside me, I felt that I didn't deserve it. And that one day someone will discover that I didn't know as much as they thought I did, and I would lose everything. And that was a constant internal battle. Because no matter what I did and no matter what people told me and how many congratulated me, deep inside, I didn't feel I deserved it. Somehow, I felt that everything I had achieved was given to me because someone felt sorry for me, which was completely wrong.
Thanks for sharing that. And I think, we've all gone through the imposter syndrome, right? Feeling like we're fake, feeling like we're not enough. But we have to realize, as women, we are more powerful and stronger than we realize. And we have so much to offer. And, we're all here for a reason. And, we might not know now, but, if we keep searching for it and, working on ourselves and digging deep, we can find it. And what was that point in your life when you realized you were more than enough to go out there and be who you are today? Especially being a coach in a male-dominated industry. What was that aha moment?
There were a lot of factors that led me to where I am today. I think the very beginning, as I mentioned already, was my struggles as a young woman in a male-dominated industry. Then I also have 2 young daughters, and while I was in my journey to self-discovery, I did a lot of inner work to heal my traumas or my limiting self-beliefs. I discovered that the root cause of my self-doubt were subconscious limiting beliefs that came from my childhood. I don't know if that exists in all Asian cultures or in most Asian cultures, but I was raised in a very strict way. I felt that I was held in a higher standard than my brother because I was a girl. And because my parents, and more specifically my mother, was quite strict with me because she expected more from me. it made me doubt myself. So growing up, especially when it came to starting my own business, I didn't trust my own decisions. And I only discovered that when I had some therapy done and we worked through my past experiences, and then we found the root cause. Then the aha moment came when I was sick and tired of my excuses. And I had been trying to grow my business for a bit more than 6 months. And I know it doesn't sound that long right now, but I was with a newborn, my second child, and it felt like forever. It felt like an eternity back then. So I was trying to grow my business, and I was looking at all the online coaches on Facebook mainly, saying and posting how successful they were and how happy they were and how much money they made effortlessly. And of course, what I did was started comparing myself to them. And then because I wasn't where they were claiming to be, I started feeling like a failure. So long story short, I met some of these women that I knew online and met them in person. And I was shocked because I met some women who were completely different than the women that they were portraying in the online world. They had more insecurities than me. And then I thought to myself, if these women have achieved half of what they have claimed they have achieved, then I can do it. And a couple of weeks after my realization, I went to a trip to New York. So it was the first time that I had 4 days by myself without the kids and my husband. And it gave me the time and the space to brainstorm and to take a step back rather than trying to, chase my tail. And then I felt like I was in a movie the whole time, and I was quite excited to be in New York for the first time. And then I realized if people can make it in a city like New York, and I was thinking, of course, of all the celebrities, not that I'm in the same journey, but I was thinking if they can make it in a city that everyone has similar dreams to become a celebrity, then I can definitely do it in London. And I compared the cities a bit, and I was thinking, okay, I'm not even trying to be a celebrity. I'm trying to start my own business like so many other people have done. And I realized that I had the skills that I needed, and I had the experience that I needed, and I had gone through the transformation that I was trying to give to other women. And that's when everything changed, that moment.
Thanks for sharing that. And, it's great that you're able to, take a step back and realize your worth and what you are capable of, and then move forward and take action. Because a lot of us feel like, or a lot of us really don't do that inner work, right? And it's something that we have to do daily so that we can get to know ourselves and know, even though if we have no clue what we're doing, we can figure it out along the way. We are capable of learning, and, we have what it takes to make it happen. Sometimes what you see online too is not always what you see in person, right? I think people forget that, right? Like what they see on social media may not be the truth. It could be half the truth. I'm not saying it's not always the truth, but not all of them are as honest as they can be. And I think that's just a great reminder to know that, we're all human. We all have difficulties that we go through. We still have issues that we go through. Sometimes we just don't show it. And because of your realizations, what's your life been like now?
It's been completely different. I mean, I'm saying that, and I'm sure you can understand, I'm smiling as I say it. The way I feel about myself has completely transformed. I know my worth now. I am so confident in my ability to pull things out, even if there's something exciting that I can't do yet. I raise my hand and I say, I'll do it. And I know that I'll just figure it out. And it's very good that you also mentioned it before, that believing that we can make it work or we can learn is the core value of having a growth mindset, believing that every skill is learnable rather than thinking, oh, I can't do this, I'm a failure. So since I realized my own worth and my own value, the way I take action has also changed because my mindset has changed. So I'm way more bold. I mean, honestly, I'm so visible now because I stopped caring about what other people say. Because quite honestly, most people don't even care about us because people are very egocentric. So we think about ourselves. And we have this constant fear of rejection or of people judging us. But each of us has his own life, his own struggle. So the last thing that people could think is whether I post too much or whether what I said in one post would resonate with them or not. Because ironically, I was thinking, oh, how can I post XYZ? Because maybe my friends back in Greece, and I've left Greece since 2010, so it's been 9 years now, maybe they don't resonate, or maybe they think, oh, who does Kate think she is? And then when I realized, when my mindset changed, I realized how ridiculous is that? How could I let these kind of thoughts hold me back? So to summarize my answer, once I started feeling differently about myself, I started taking action differently. So everything shifted internally and externally.
Thanks for sharing that. And, to the woman who's listening to your episode, she may be in her own journey to self-confidence. What would be that one tip you would give to her?
The one tip, I think, starting to internalize their successes instead of attributing them to external factors. So, for example, if they've got a great CV, if they've got really good certificates or very good work experience or something in their personal life. Like, I'm very proud that I managed to have a family before turning 30 because it was a personal desire. I'm not saying that everyone has to have it, but it's a personal desire. So if these ladies can look at their achievements in any area of their lives objectively and realize that they have achieved them because they made it work, because they invested their time, their energy, and very often their money as well to achieve this, they have to own it. They have every right to own their achievements. So once they start owning their achievements and realize how brilliant they are, they will start feeling more confident in themselves.
Thanks for sharing that great tip. And if our listeners wanted to get to know a little bit more about you and what you do, or check out some of your work, is there any links or social media profiles we can connect with?
Yes, I'm very active on LinkedIn, so that's my favorite platform. They will find me with my name, so if they go to LinkedIn and they just type Kate Bollanou, it's Bollanou, they will find me there, and I'm there on a daily basis. I also have my Facebook profile, again with my name, so I keep it consistent. They can find me there. Although if they want to see me being active, I would recommend LinkedIn.
Thanks for sharing that. And to our listeners, if you want to connect with Kate, you can also head on over to thetaoofselfconfidence.com and search for Kate's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else that we talked about. And I really just want to thank Kate today for taking the time to share her story and tips with us on self-confidence. So thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you so much for having me.
Not a problem. It was really great having you on the show. And to our listeners, be on the lookout for another new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of The Tao of Self-Confidence. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com to check out cool resources, blog articles, show recaps, and so much more. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits.